data is free and it is everywhere. If you're not knowing as a quality analyst what is the data that you have to secure, you're not in a great shape, right? Cultivating a future-ready mindset. Yesterday, a lot of people had spoken on mindset. I heard about it. And when talking about mindset, I don't want to really give a lecture on mindset. Probably I'll just give an example. My daughters once spilled murukku on the floor. Murukku is that snack, right? And my mother-in-law was there, and she just I'm going to say it in Tamil, and I'll translate in English also. And my daughter just picked up the murukku from the floor, and my mother-in-law says, "Idukku thaan pombula pilla venum. For this only you need a girl child." And my daughter quickly responds, "Paati pombula pilla ambula pilla illa, kai irundha yaar vena murukku allalam." So if you have hands, anybody can take the murukku from the floor. You don't need a gender there. Similarly, you don't need a generation to adopt a ChatGPT and a Copilot. Even at the age of 70, even at the age of 80, if you see, people adapt to the change. They use ChatGPT, they use a Copilot. And there is no generations to learning, and there is no generations to work as well. So that was the story behind that. And cross-cultural collaboration, as one of our award winners, Shankar sir, had mentioned, right? He was from South, but he went into North to work. So similarly, working across borders without drawing your boundaries is one of the key elements that you need to keep ready in your mind when you're dealing with a future-ready workforce. So given that these are the future-ready workforce mindset, I wanted to deep dive a little bit, and I had done some research around this on quality analysts and quality managers. In fact, I wanted to do this as a role play, but in the paucity of time, I'll just skip through the slides. As mentioned by Kulundavelu sir and others, there is industry trends shifting, right? Industry 4.0, sustainability, global supply chain, AI predictive analysis, and customer expectation. These are the industry trends. For these industry trends, how is the impact created on a QA or a QM role? That's what I have tried to emulsify in this slide. So with 4.0, we have an increased automation. With sustainability in ESG, we have a pressure to do greater environmental and throwback to the society. With globalization of supply chain, there's higher scrutiny of supplier quality. AI and predictive analysis is shifting us from prediction rather than prevention, rather than just inspection, prediction and prevention. And customer expectation is zero defect, that F0 part, right? So this is the impact and shift that the industry trend is creating on our roles. So with that, what is our role shifting from? What are the behaviors and the attributes, the tools and the methods that each of us are using, right? Especially from the quality field, right? Pre-2000s, you had an inspection, you had rule following, and you had manual checks. And that was supplemented by Six Sigma and process orientation, because you had focused on quality and compliance, right? Then came lean, TQM, and I remember the root cause analysis. I remember my father doing this Six Sigma analysis, and the picture he took was from my mother's kitchen. And no joke. If you organize your kitchen well, and I'm telling you, the best quality analysts in this entire world are mothers, because they do the kitchen so clean, they prevent us from diseases, they cook good food with a lot of good food. And I can see a lot of mothers applauding, and I really want to thank you for that. Right? When you keep a kitchen clean, your house is clean, and that is the job of the quality analyst, to put in a nutshell. 2024 ERPs, QMS, and then AI and ML is taking us towards the future. And what for us to do in the future, right? You will have to have these 7 behaviors. My Bible says 7 is an absolute number. It is a holistic number. It is a complete number. So I have put 7 qualities. Those of you who have not taken picture of this slide, please take it, because this is going to really help you in the future as well. Digital literacy, cross-functional thinking, agility, responsiveness, continuous learning. You cannot say that I have learned Six Sigma, I have learned lean, I'm done with it. No, you will have to keep on learning in the future as well. So that is absolutely important and key. Collaborative leadership. She said meaningful, joyful work. Uncle said it is a task, but coming together and collaboration. Because if you're not collaborating together, and if you're doing siloed, you will never be a winner. And risk anticipation. This is something what COVID has taught our children, as well as COVID has taught us, okay, how to live in a very risk-anticipated world. Anything can happen any moment, but how resilient you are, how agile you are to respond to that risk. So that mindset should be there in a QA and a QM person. So that's what it was. So in summary, we will be having quality analysts who will be strategic enablers, who will partner in sustainability, and who will champion productive quality culture. So that's what a HR like me has taken a stab on a QA and a QM role holders like you. If you have any difference of opinion, we can talk it during the lunch, right? So moving on, across sectors, I'm not too sure how relevant this will be because sirs have already spoken about this in manufacturing, embracing smart factories and healthcare, how adoption, even doctors, right? AI can talk like my own doctor in their voice. In future, that's going to happen, but it will take a longer time for us to get there. Financial services, leveraging fintech, cybersecurity. All of these are how AI has influenced in the industry, and some of the case study examples, I'll just skim through these because these are stuff which you can learn, and you will also have examples of these in your own workplace. How Siemens had done a predictive maintenance, CVS Healthcare had done patient care, right? They had improved health outcomes, and they had a lot of work done through resource allocation, because wastage in healthcare industry is not something which is negotiable. It is non-negotiable factor, right? And JP Morgan Chase, this is the financial and the banking sector. My background in HR is with a lot of banking clients, right? I have worked forward with them. So in banking, data, risk, and security is absolutely important. So how do you do fraud prevention is something JP Morgan Chase did. And here are the strategies coming to the crux of my presentation. With only 2.5 minutes left, I'll try and see how much justice I can make to this. Investing in upskilling and reskilling programs, we are continuously doing that. The company that I work for, Wipro, we are shifting from roles into skills and skill clusters. Role-based skill training is done for our developers, coders, even for people in finance and risk and security, right? Because adapting to new technology is the need of the hour. In Wipro, at least 200,000 employees have been trained on Gen AI Level 0 certification and 87,000 employees in Level 1 certification, right? So investing is absolutely important. Fostering a culture of innovation and collaboration. How do you foster a culture of innovation? You need to think out of the box. You cannot be learning to do the same thing. So unlearning comes a natural way for this particular strategy. So more you unlearn, more your organization is adaptable, we get there. And finally, utilizing data-driven talent management approaches. Why do you have to use data? Because data is everywhere. In the world of AI and in the future forward world, you do not have to develop the data. ChatGPT is learning from large language modules, which is already there, and there is enough data. What you need now is curiosity, and you need to bring in that creativity. Don't keep machines learning and humans become lazy. Please do learn yourself and upskill yourself so that you're able to keep yourself robust and upbeat in the work environment, right? So this management approach will also create that employee value, the TEI, what Dr. Swaminathan spoke about. And there I am, coming to the conclusion. Future-ready workforce, embracing essential skills. Skills is there, it's a big thing. Don't try to embrace the world. Just embrace your world, what you need to grow. And strategic workforce initiatives, I've talked about 3 of them: data, upskilling, and keeping yourselves up best with the industry practices. I really thank NIQR for giving me the opportunity. I was reading something in the Bible which said, you will be seated with kings and princesses. ராஜாக்களோடும் பிரபுக்களோடும் நீ உட்காருவானே. நான் வந்து இவ்வளோ சீக்கிரம் அந்த மாதிரி ராஜாக்களோடும் பிரபுக்களோடும் இந்த டயஸில் உட்காருவேன்னு எதிர்பார்க்கவே இல்லை. I really thank God for giving me the opportunity. It was truly eminent, and I'm absolutely humbled because I have seen leaders like Swaminathan Uncle, T.K. Balaji sir, Ravichandran sir, my dad, Dr. Gunasekharan, grow up, right? So sitting along with them, sitting along with the eminent panel, is a great opportunity. And thank you so much. And time's up, and I have given you lunch time.
Question answer வந்து அப்புறமா கேட்க சொல்லுங்க.
What an energetic and engaging speech. Thank you so much. A big round of applause. Thank you very much. And we won't be lazy. I would like to invite session chairperson, Mr. Vivek Joshi, one more time over here to consolidate all speakers' speeches in very brief manner, and then we will be ready for taking up a few of Q&As. Mr. Vivek Joshi.
Thank you. What an
Lunchtime, any
enlightening
question?
session, right? Completely different perspectives on 360 degrees from different eminent speakers, whether it is academia, whether it is from the industry, HR world, you could hear it all. The trend seems to be very clear. Number one is the upskilling and reskilling. Most of the speakers talked about it. They summarized the Industry 4.0 and where we are moving towards Industry 5.0. What are the challenges in applying them? What are the essential traits that one has to have to ensure that we adapt to the new changes? Finally, a lot of discussion has happened on data, AI, emerging technologies, and how you can adapt your workforce towards the new technologies. A slight mention was done, however, if the time was permitted, we could have dwelled upon more on the softer skills required for the human potential to adapt to the new things. A good amount of insights were given, which was a very different perspective, and how the from the baby boomers all the way to Gen X and Gen Z and Gen Alpha, how this learning takes place and what are the different approaches in adaptability to the new learnings. I will not take much of a time between you and the speakers. I will let you ask multiple questions. Yes.
Only one question is allowed because of the lunch time. Let them ask only one question. Balance,
I'm
they
sure
can check
that
at the time of lunch itself.
I'm sure the speakers are available. Maybe one or two very quick questions if you have.
Question, you please.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a question for Motwani sir. He had mentioned that we are shifting from product quality to quality in use on one of the slides. Could he just elaborate more on that from an R&D perspective? Like, because we always focused on reliability and durability of products, but how we have to shift for quality in use?
Actually, the purpose of all this, Industry 4.0 or Industry 5.0 is to pick up the data. I mean, not only from your manufacturing processes, but from the field and in real time, and see the trend, and based on the analysis, see, like, I said, you have in tires or in EV battery, it is pay per use. Or in, say Tesla cars, what they do is like they pick up the data from each of the cars that are running on roads. And based on that, they have softwares based on, even in an iPhone, if any issues are there, they can address through the software itself. But so it is going to come in many other fields as well. And so ultimately it will be like, you get real-time data about the problems that your customer is facing with regard to the reliability of your product. So that is what is, quality in use.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. You can
I
go
think with the
Yeah.
time, we will close the session. I would like to thank all the eminent speakers, their passion, their preparation. I would like to thank Dr. Swaminathan for his leadership and having all of us here. I would like to also thank all the dignitaries on the stage as well as I would like to thank the
Hello,
NIQR
hello.
team
Hello,
for
please,
this
please.
enlightening session. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vivek Joshi. On behalf of NIQR, we would like to felicitate Mr. Joshi.
Yeah, that you have to do. There are, mainly I called all of you here to stay back. The reason is, there are three uniqueness today. One is, you please all of you stand up and give a good clap to the madam. The reason is, husband and wife. That is very, very important thing. That is one of the uniqueness. Another thing is, one more thing is, Dr. Motwani and myself worked many of the companies for the Deming Award. That's why he is with me today. He honored my word. He came all the way from Delhi to give this lecture. I think he had done an excellent job. Thank you, boss.
I would like Mr. Joshi to felicitate Dr. Motwani.
Yeah.
Again, Mr. Joshi to felicitate Dr. Kulanteval. Mr. Joshi, if you could felicitate our next speaker, Mrs. Esther Jesse.
Third uniqueness, நான் பார்த்து வளர்ந்த பொண்ணவ. Moreover, our Gunasegaran, he was my secretary once upon a time when I was a chairman. His daughter is Jessie. That's the third uniqueness. For that purpose only I asked all of you to stand here. Thank you, Joshi sir.
Sarika ma'am and the entire panel can
Yeah.
come for a group
Yeah.
picture, ma'am.
I have a great bride. நீங்க போங்க மேலே போங்க சார். Sir, yeah. Gunsekaran, go up. Yeah. I never expected she will do so much. No. My own child. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Now the time for lunch. Come quickly. What is the time? 2:30. 2:30, all of you to join here. Thank you very much.